the roster. But where were you day of, and like, are you just falling on your phone like, wow?
I think I'm past the point in this organization of following along on my phone, Anthony.
That is correct. All right, day of, man. Are you in the war room?
No, I'm not that. I don't want to be a part of that.
Okay.
But I was home
Yeah.
with my kids and just chilling. Then I went to chill with G.
There still is a moment where you find out, however you find out that.
Yeah, that sucks. That's the part of this business that really sucks. It's the human side of things. You build a relationship with guys. One day it's just like boom, they're gone. I haven't dealt with much of that this year. I mean, in my career. So it was really weird for me.
How was it playing a game knowing that both of those guys are going to sit out and then ultimately get moved? You had that on your mind before?
It just kind of just sucked the life out of us. Those are two guys who really fit our culture well, and really been playing great all year. And just to then hear like, oh, those two guys are playing, they're getting moved. Like, it just kind of sucked the life out of the team. But I do respect the organization for that, because all of a sudden they get traded during the game and you're pulling them off the floor, So I think that was definitely a first-class move by the organization. Bob and Steve, front office. I respect that, but that still sucks.
Now that the dust has settled on the trades and you guys had a game under your belts, what's the kind of work that needs to be done to make sure everybody can settle in and find their roles and play together?
I think, first off, it's just about getting comfortable. You've 30 games left in the season, something like that. Just trying to find a niche, trying to, see what guys can do. Guys are getting opportunities, and I think that's great. So just really trying to do whatever you can to, really help these guys succeed. And, like I said, there's quite a few people here that's trying to make it, so whatever you can do to help them figure that out, is what really matters to me.
Early thoughts on Wiggins and how he kind of now fits into this core long term?
I think he really fit well, seamlessly. Yeah, nothing's ever seamless in this game, but as seamless as it can possibly be, I think he'll fit right in. He can score the basketball. He's athletic, run the wing. He's a pretty good defender. So I think he'll definitely, fit in with this core for a long time.
Draymond, why do you think it didn't click the way everybody wanted it to with D'Angelo?
I think D'Angelo played great. I think when you look long term and you see his style of play, you kind of question if it'll fit with Steph and Clay. But the part is we never got a chance to see, obviously due to the injuries and all of that. So, that's the part that really sucks. But on the flip side of it, I'm happy for D'Angelo. He get to go to a city that seems as if they're really going to embrace him, and that's important. He get to go to a franchise that they're bringing him in as their franchise point guard. For a guy who's an all-star a year ago, signing a new deal, I think that's great and important for him moving forward in his career. So I'm really happy for him and the opportunity that he gets.
For you guys moving forward, how have these first shoot-arounds and practices been?
They've been fun. Good energy. Just a lot of teaching. But it has to happen fast.
Steve was talking about, and Bob was talking about how their culture can help Andrew Wiggins. We know throughout his first couple of seasons that he's gotten criticized for his defense and other things. What makes you confident that this organization, this infrastructure can bring the most out of him?
I think the guys that you're around every day kind of have an impact on that. The organization that you're in can have an impact on that. So I'm not going to sit here and act like guys just had careers. Averaged 20 points for the last few years. I think bringing him into the fold and making that equate the wins. That's what we're trying to do, and teach them how to play winning basketball. I think is what's most important for us. But he's done that as well. The year that Jimmy was there and they got to the playoffs, he played really well for them. So, all that stuff will happen. I'm not going to sit here and overthink it or try to make it happen too fast. It'll happen in due time.
What's it going to be like facing Andre tonight?
I'm a flagrant foul. Flagrant 2.
Like in the first quarter, or
As
like
soon as I get a chance.
That's a quick ejection, flagrant 2.
It'll be worth it. I get to talk about that for the rest of my life to him, so it'll be worth it.
Do you have a favorite Andre moment? I mean, all career together.
Oh man, when you play with a guy like Andre, who's obviously become a brother, it's hard to talk, point out one moment. We've shared so many good times together. I think, if any moment stands out more, my favorite moment for him is when he won Finals MVP. That's something that not a lot of people has done. So for him to get that honor, I think it's hard to put anything above that. But just as a personal moment, it's hard to pick. When you're as close to someone as I am now.
What do you think about his business sense, his understanding of his league, what he wants to get from it?
He's super smart. One of the smartest guys in this league, on and off the floor. And even going into this situation, it's obviously he knew exactly what he wanted. I'm not even sure that exact thing was to end up in Miami, but he knew it wasn't to end up in Memphis, and he made sure he didn't. But I think he went into a great situation in Miami. They got a lot of young talent. Some good leadership in Jimmy and now Andre, Jay Crowder. I think that's a really good situation for him. But when it comes to the business side of things, he's as smart as they come.
Draymond, what do you notice between Jimmy now with the Heat compared to what he's done in his past up to this point?
I think he's still the same Jimmy. Play hard as hell and leads his guys. I think he's had a couple run-ins where it wasn't smooth, but he's always been a leader and led his guys and play hard each and every time he step on the floor. And I think he's doing the same thing there. I think as I think this is Jimmy 9th or 10th season. As you mature a little, get a little older, you mature a little more and figure things out. And I think he's doing that, but he's really leading that group. You got to give him a lot of credit because I know I didn't think they would be this good, but he's done a great job there with that group, and I think he deserves a ton of credit, which I think he's been getting.
You've known him for a while. You obviously had the Olympic experience. Did you talk to him at all about what it's like leading a group or being that voice consistently that everybody needs all the time?
No, we played in the Olympics in 2016. That was 4 years ago. So, the same same things that's really been an issue the last couple of years. And it wasn't 2016, so we haven't had much conversation.
Did you know Wiggins at all? Interact with him before?
Just saying what's up.
Yeah.
But not, in depth.
What did you think about his game from afar? I mean, obviously he's been on the radar, #1 overall pick. You played against him a ton.
He's really athletic, and he can really get it going. I think he gave us 40 earlier this year. He's always historically he's played well against us. So, just very well rounded, can take his guys to the post, can shoot the three, can play in the pick and roll, get out in transition. I think, he's a very well-rounded player.
You just mentioned how D'Angelo, probably a better fit in Minnesota, what he's going to get there. How about flip side of that, Wiggins, what he was in Minnesota and how you...
I think it's a great situation for both guys. I think for where D'Angelo is in his career and what he needs, I think that is the perfect situation for him. And for where Wiggins is at in his career and what he needs, I think this is the perfect situation for him. I think it's great for both guys. It's a great move for both organizations.
Would you like to be an Olympian again?
I'd love to be an Olympian again. It's a goal of mine. Start training as soon as the season over. I'm really training right now for the Olympics. get the opportunity to represent, my country again. That's always a special thing. So looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll come to fruition.
Has Steph asked you what that experience is like?
We've talked a bit about it. I think he's pretty excited to experience it. I think it's good.
You guys lost a lot of length, not only with Andre Iguodala, but you're starting to address it now with Andrew. Did you feel that specifically on the defensive end through the first part of this season?
Yeah. Just because it we kind of changed our scheme up quite a bit. So yeah.
How important is that to have that length?
I think it's very important in this league that we play in a day where teams are so athletic and shooting a lot of threes that allows you to switch some things and take the three-point shot away. So I think it's important.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.